Doing a bit of motion tracking today, and what I'm using is a Steadicam, a Mark II camera, a program that does the actual motion tracking called Syntheyes, and the 3D program Modo. And I want to walk you through how I do each one of these steps. Let's start with the Steadicam. Here it is, and the way it works is heavy stuff likes to stay put. Whether it's moving or not, it likes to stay in that state. So this weight right here keeps the camera from tipping this way, and this weight right here keeps the camera from going like that, so that when I move it around it stays nice and steady, right? This camera, it's a Canon Mark II, and it records in full high definition video, and that's ideal for motion tracking. So let's take a look at the rough footage. This footage is pretty good. It's way better than what we'd get without the Steadicam, but it's still a little bit bouncy. So I brought the raw footage into Syntheyes to stabilize the shot even more. Here's the stabilized shot. You can see that the lines stay horizontal and vertical. Here's the shot in Modo with all the Syntheyes tracking data. Those X's are the data points. Well, it's great to have all your footage stabilized and tracked, but once you get it into 3D, it'd be really nice to have all the reflections match and the lighting match. For that, you need to have a light probe, sort of a dome that covers the whole area that mimics your footage. And I looked around for something and I never could find exactly what I wanted. I wanted to take in one picture a whole environment. That way I could make HDR images. So what I came up with was, thanks to the hardware store, some camera equipment, and some security equipment, I came up with a solution. Here's what I did. I have a little Leica point-and-shoot camera here, and part of a cheap tripod that it's connected to, and then some plumbing equipment, this 3/4 inch pipe, and a 18-inch security mirror. So when all these things work together, I can get in one picture a full hemisphere of the environment that I'm working with, and I can use that for my reflection map. Here's how it looks. Here's a still image that was taken from that mirror, and it was put into 3D, and I put a camera in the middle of that shape, and this is actually a rendering of the 3D camera moving through that image. And this is a very effective technique for making reflection maps. This is what was used for the city center shot that we saw earlier, and this will be used for the reflection maps that you'll see in the final shot. And so it's a great technique for capturing an environment. So here's the final shot. You can see how the Chrome City Center type is integrated with reflections and the camera move. It's just a very simple shot showing how motion tracking can be done.